In my last video, I announced that I was doing a giveaway for a Chanel wallet on chain. And so in today's video, I just want to dive in more depth and just kind of show you guys what you will be potentially winning. But I also want to compare it to my vintage wallet on chain. This technically isn't a wallet on chain, and we can dive into those details as well. So if you are interested in learning about these two bags, then just keep on watching. Before we begin, I just want to go ahead and say a disclaimer that this channel is honestly for funsies. This is for anyone who's known me from my main channel. I used to do a lot of bag reviews, and so I made a new channel to represent all of that. So without further ado, let's just dive in. So with this box, you basically will be winning this as well too. When you open her up, you will also have the dust bag that is on the inside where it says Chanel here. It does come with a tag that's attached to this part, but I just left it on there just in case whoever wants to keep that. I'll leave it on for you guys. Inside of the box, the only other things that comes in here is going to be the Chanel ribbon, and then also this little indentation card with all of the little care details and stuff like that you can definitely read about if you are interested. It is a little bit dirty, and I think it's probably because it's sitting underneath the dust bag. So whoever does win this bag, I do apologize that it's not like in tip-top like 100% condition, because honestly that's just how it came. So I went ahead and took it out of the bag that was protecting this part. So as you can see, there's a Chanel sticker and you have the Chanel wrapping paper as well. Trying to keep this in the best shape possible so that when I do send this out to whoever wins this, that it will still be in like perfect condition, pristine condition. It comes with the CCs being wrapped up, and there's also this liner to protect the bag on the inside as well. You're also going to have this little styrofoam protection thing on the inside, and for the chain, it's also going to be protected as well. Pretty sure a lot of you guys know already that after about 2007, 2008, Chanel did stop plating all of their purses with the 24 karat gold. They switched it to a lot of the cheaper material items and stuff. So it's not the same type of quality anymore, but I feel like even though it's not the same, you still kind of get that still elegant, luxurious look that Chanel exudes and has. The history behind Chanel, there's just so much to the bags that I love. If you don't really know much about the history, I would definitely go ahead and do some research and just learn about where she got her name from and how it started, and when she first got her boutique and her lover who invested and all these things. And there's so many cool little things that she talks about that it really doesn't show anymore just because of how much time has progressed. And I feel like nowadays we have all these big conglomerate just companies who are trying to take over these big designer brands and just really control and dominate the market, which it kind of sucks to be honest. But nowadays it's still something that whenever I feel bored, I kind of like love to go back and just really do more research and more just really find out about all these things that she kind of went through. Because you know what's crazy is like to really think about how a person lived like that back then, right? With women's rights and the way that they dressed. And so to come out with a bag and really go against the whole fashion industry, because back then, women, we all wore dresses back then, and she totally dominated and changed the market. Enough about her. I know you guys want to talk about the bag. Whenever you guys compare these two, of course it's going to be two separate things, but I did kind of want to share a 20-year-old bag. This bag is literally about 26 years old, and with this bag over here, it's, you know, definitely a lot newer, brand new, in pristine condition. But it's crazy to think that this bag is literally my age, which I find that so insane. As this bag age, it's going to age literally with me, which I think is such a sentimental value. As you can see, it has this 24 karat gold hardware versus how this is going to be more of the like 18 karat plated, you know, not really the nice stainless look that you could get from back then, where the 24 karat just has that more of like a presence almost. Comparing these two bags in size, if I were to actually wear this bag, I think this one is a really good bag whenever I'm in a rush or maybe like on the go. It has this really long strap, which I love, and I think this strap might even be longer than the one that is actually on my Chanel wallet I have right here. But it's a little bit interesting because the way that this bag is made for this wallet on chain, it kind of almost resembles the Chanel Classic Flap, because on the back you do have this little pocket, and I'm not sure what you can technically stuff in here, but if you want to put maybe like cash, maybe a few cards, I don't know, business cards if you have a business or something. But I think that's a really cool idea to do, because with the Chanel like wallet on chain, it's going to have at least across 5 little diamonds, and then with the CC logos, it's going to always be in the middle. And of course, everyone knows that it's always going to be over and under. For the little logos, just always keep an eye out, so whenever you do buy a bag, that you want it to have the CCs going over and then under at the bottom. So the inside of the bag, you do have this little metal zipper part. I have seen some other bags that might come with the leather, but that is maybe some of the older models. So do keep in mind that with the Chanel wallet on chain, some will have the metal zipper, but then some will also have the little leather strap as well too. I think the cutest thing about this bag is its size, because I feel like even though it's technically like a wallet on chain, this could be used for a lot of mini things, because for someone like me who sometimes when I don't really want to carry a lot of stuff, like I just want to carry a few cards, my ID, my phone, and then maybe like lip tint or chapstick or maybe lip gloss or something to kind of just carry it around with me so that I'm just hands-free. I think this is a great bag that I feel like a lot of people could use much more than like a medium-sized bag or like a, you know, tote bag or something when you're carrying water bottles and all these heavier items. But if you're just on the go and you're just going out really quickly to a brunch date or maybe with friends or something, like to the movies, I think this would be your best bet to like use as an everyday bag because of the size. I think it's so cute because on the inside you have these little card slots right here, if you can't tell. So there's about 6 card slots, and you know, I don't know about you, but for me, I typically just have my credit card, my debit card, and then just my ID. So there's not much that I really need to really put into a card holder or a full-blown wallet. And then nowadays, I don't really think people really carry cash anymore. Like, I feel like we're about to hit this whole big recession, and there's been so much talk about digital currency and all these things that, like, honestly, the way that life is moving, it's just going to be very different in the next couple of months, and this year is definitely going to be life-changing. COVID happened and a lot of people went through things mentally, but I feel like there's going to be this big break and a lot of people aren't paying attention to what's going on. So that's just another topic for a different story. We're not gonna get into that today. With this, it doesn't come with one of these authenticity cards. So it does have, however, the serial chip that's on the inside that's going to authenticate the bag for you. So it does have that, which is great. And there's also another little pocket here, which I think is so pretty. So the craziest thing with these bags nowadays, it's like they're starting to be like an arm and a leg, honestly. And I find it so crazy that people pay so much money for these little tiny bags, because it's just so, I don't know, it's just so crazy to me, honestly. But even for myself to pay like $2,000 for this, like that's a lot of money for a bag, like a bag. And I feel like with Instagram nowadays, we just keep comparing ourselves to other people, and you know, this person has a Chanel bag and this person has a Dior bag and that girl has a Louis Vuitton, like the newest updated bag. And so everyone's kind of comparing each other to everyone. But, you know, I feel like we've grown up with so much trauma and so much, you know, problems like internally that we didn't know how to express. Nowadays, I feel like with social media, we just compare and we have this like hatred and jealousy that like we see something that someone has and we feel like we can't have it. But you know, just because someone has something, it doesn't mean that you can't have it too. So it's all about your mindset, okay? Like change your mindset into like a better positive one, because the person who ran like the quickest mile, nowadays every single person is starting to run a really fast 4-minute mile because of what? Their mindset. And so they're changing it more and more and like realizing that they can have things that other people can have too. So going back to this though, like I think honestly whoever's going to win this, you guys are going to love this little tiny bag so much. It's not the, you know, Chanel Classic Flap or anything crazy, but I feel like it still exudes that like classiness, and it also has that chain strap that is like the metal. Literally everything that the Chanel classic flap is without, of course, the flap. And honestly, I kind of prefer that better because when you have the double flap, it just gets like ruined. There's a lot of issues. The little turn lock is kind of annoying. In my last video, if you watched it, you can definitely see all the things that I talked about in there. Honestly, if it was me, I would literally choose this bag over that bag any day. If I could literally keep this bag, I would. But I mean, honestly, I could, but I'm not going to because I really want to give this away and just as a token, as a giveaway. You know, I might even start giving away some extra like little maybe AirPods if anybody's interested. I have some extra ones that I have that I think y'all might maybe be of use and love, but that might be for another giveaway down the road. You know, this one, I'm just on my journey to 1,000 subscribers in this new channel, and you know, I'm still kind of like figuring out what I want to do for this channel. I really don't know because, you know, designer bags, it has this whole kind of like connotation behind it, and the people who carry luxury designers, and people think that like because you spend so much money on, you know, something so expensive that you have this like rich affluent life, but that's not true. So don't believe what you see on social media, okay? But anyways, so I just wanted to show you guys this bag. It's literally the cutest wallet on chain that I've ever seen. I know that there's a lot other ones that exist already out there, but the fact that it's Chanel, it's caviar leather, it's in black, it's going to last you quite a long time. So let's go ahead and get into comparing it to this other one. So I believe that this one is actually just called a Chanel full flap because it just has this one flap and nothing else. On mine, it does come with that, I think it's just called like a felt tip, like fabric protector or whatever. On mine, it has the double CCs on the inside. And the one thing that I really love about this bag is that it has this kind of like little needle pin push button instead of like a normal button. As you can see on the inside of this bag, it's actually quite expanded, and you can actually overstuff this bag. So it's almost like this W shape, as you can see on this side right here. But whenever you close it, and it's more of like that wallet on chain look, don't be fooled because you can literally fit, like, I can fit my phone in here. I feel like if I wanted to stuff this thing in here, oh my gosh, look you guys, I could totally stuff that in there. I mean, it wouldn't close, but just to show you what would actually fit inside this purse. But I always try not to overstuff this bag because it is so old and it's 26 years old. I don't want it to get ruined or stretched out. I don't want the fabric to really get ruined. Not really fabric, but the leather, you know what I mean. And this one, because it's the older model, it's going to have like the serial number sticker that's in the corner at the very bottom here. But just to compare the two, so this one on mine, I actually don't have like little card inserts. I just have this little pocket right here that just unzips and has just enough space to, honestly, if I just want to put like a couple cards or something, but nothing too crazy on the inside of this bag. Because with Chanel, I don't know if you guys know, but the brand is actually, it always symbolizes stuff like, you know, elitism, wealth, and luxury, more elegance and class. And so with that, it's just, you know, I always dreamt of being that type of person where one day I would, you know, look at myself, and I've always been that person who like just thought of the bigger picture of where my life would be. And I never really saw myself just like working a simple office job or something like that. Like, I have always dreamt big, and I feel like whenever I think about Chanel, that's kind of like the message behind it as well, is to dream big and, you know, want these big things for yourself and your life, even though it's very materialistic and we are Americans who love material things. But it also talks more about just like so much more, you know. But comparing these two bags, I think it's so pretty because of the chain that they both have. It is going to be slightly different in color because, again, this is 24 karat and this is just the coated regular. But look at this. You see how longer the other chain is? Like, this is definitely a huge difference. So if I were to do it side by side, this one's longer by that much, which is quite a lot. And I wish my bag was honestly longer, because with this one, it's kind of like a weird, awkward, like when I sit on my shoulder, it sits by my waist, but then at the same time, I feel like it's a little bit harder for me to kind of wear this bag, because sometimes I don't know if I want to wear it as like a shoulder bag, or I can wear it as like a clutch bag, because what I can do with this, let me just go ahead and show you guys really quick. So if I want to change the style of this little chain, I'll actually wrap on the inside right here like so, and then I'll have one. If not, I can actually wrap it 2 times like that, and then I'll have 2 chains like so. And this is actually very, very cute if I just want to hold it as like a little clutch bag. It just maybe like a wristlet or something if I'm on the go really quickly and I don't really want to carry anything like on the shoulder, but I just want to be really cute and pretty, you know. Yeah, this is probably something that I would probably do. But with the other wallet on chain, I feel like a lot more other ways that I could actually wear this bag, because with this I could wear it as that little backpack type of video, and if I can find something like it, I'll flip it over and put it here so that you guys can know what I'm talking about, where this girl like literally flipped it and made it a little backpack on her back, which I think is so cute. And then you guys really wanted to, you can actually do the same thing where you kind of like wrap your bag on the inside, and you can actually do that double look as well, like what I just have, like that. Fix it, you can. For the sake of the video, I'm not really gonna like do it into depth. And then I did also see this other really cool trick too. If you want to shorten the length of this, you would actually take your chain and kind of make this little circle right here, and then you would take the rest of the chain and kind of like loop it through to make this knot part. And then with that little circle part, it's kind of confusing, you can probably look it up, but basically what you're going to do is take that circle and kind of loop it in where this is right here, and it's going to hold it together. And what's going to happen to the chain is that it'll actually get shorter for you to actually end up wearing it like so. And I think that'll be really, really pretty as well too. So there's a lot of things that you can actually do with this bag. Like if you aren't really carrying much and you want to put like the straps on the inside of the bag, you can actually just hold it like so and just have it as like a little pretty baby clutch. There's just so many things that you could totally do with this little wallet on chain. Go ahead and watch my last video, learn about the little guidelines so that you could also win this little baby and bring her home. But without further ado, that is pretty much it for this video. If you guys want to know where I got this bag, feel free to message me on Instagram, because you guys know I'm always here for affordable luxury items, balling on a budget, and just always like out here to help you guys look your best, but also save and have that bank balling on money, okay? Because we ain't out here trying to be a broke ass girl. Thank you so much for watching. If you guys made it this far, again, good luck to every single person joining this giveaway. I'm so excited because it's my very first giveaway and I don't really know what to expect of it. I do want to go ahead and also say that I will be announcing the winner on Valentine's Day, because honestly, what is a giveaway without celebrating Valentine's, honestly? And to gift this to you for supporting my channel and watching me, I hope that whoever wins this, that you enjoy this bag as much as I loved reviewing it, that I wish I could keep it because I think it's so stunning, but I don't really use this bag, so it's never been used, and I feel because I have this one, there's no reason for me to have this one. So best of luck, you guys. I will see you in my next video, and thank you so much for watching. Bye guys.